Dead homies got me pouring this. We get awards where we got the glory. I'm shooting my shot and most times I be scoring. Do this for my city, I bring on the trophy. Feel like Freddie Mercury, we the champions. Here in Los Angeles, we doing numbers. Bringing home victory straight out the huddle. I'm at the plug-in.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the foot of the Rockies, just west of downtown Denver at Empower Field at Mile High. Today, it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Denver Broncos. Fall is in the air, and the NFL season is in full swing, and we're underway here in week 4. This will be fielded inside the 5. Oh, a good return up past the 30. Past midfield. And finally stopped, but what a return all the way down to the 40.
It's tough enough to play defense anywhere, but after a return like that, now your mindset has to change a little bit. Instead of going out and just getting settled in the first few plays, you have to be prepared for just about anything.
First play from scrimmage, Watson going to throw it. This one complete to Jerry Jeudy. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. From the 31, Watson. And he's got his man on the out route. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down.
Hey, you got to snap it. You got to snap it.
Watson now to throw. And this one almost intercepted. Not a good throw there. Nearly an opening drive, INT. The Broncos at 3-0 here in the month of September. And they come in on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
And this will be broken up and incomplete. Now a penalty flag down, and they may be going backward here. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it and brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
Curry knocks this one through the post. And the Broncos, the first to grace the scoreboard. It's 3-0. Well, they have the great field position to start that opening drive. They only get 3 out of it, but still they get 3. So maybe kind of a win for the offense, Charles, and kind of a win for the defense as well.
Yeah, I would say win-win seems to sum the whole thing up because where that ball was placed to start, that's tough on a defense, and they held them to 3. Now, if you're the offense, you're thinking to yourselves, how do we open up the playbook later on in this game and turn this 3 into 6s down the stretch?
That out wide to Waddle. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. First carry now for the former Badger, Jonathan Taylor. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal first down. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to look deep for more. And unable to connect, incomplete. Well, give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. On 4th down, Don Maggio out to punt. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Broncos take over. First down and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. Faking the give. Now Watson. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Going to need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal? A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Against a team coming off a win just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Waddle now to return it. That'll be a 43-yard punt, but a net of just 33 following a 10-yard return. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. A very good starting field position for the Bengals here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Rush coming, and he's taken down. The safety blitz turns out to be a great call defensively as they sack him for a loss of 9. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. A give for Taylor running right side. And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets him back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. This defense for the Broncos, they were very good last week in the win over New Orleans.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
They're going to look to throw. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And this is going to be intercepted. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off. And the Broncos are going to take possession of the football. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
Now this pass into the hands of Saquon Barkley, and he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. From the 39, Watson. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll be brought down at the 27. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. A first down carry for Barkley. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. From the gun, here's Watson. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Now Watson. Touchdown, Broncos. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And they're able to add on to their advantage. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the lead grows to 10-0. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. This will be fielded inside the 5. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And he's going to be out of bounds, ending a great return that gets him all the way to the 30.
But when the highlight is shown of this play, all attention is going to be on the person running with the football. But how about the group as a whole? Setting up that big-time return, yardage that we won't even account for in the box score, may help them win the game.
1st and 10, Taylor now. Kobe Bryant makes the stop on that one. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They go to the ground again with Taylor. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Open man is Taylor. He's got it. And he is going to have a Bengals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Back to throw now on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
So many times I advocate not challenging coverage downfield. But on this play, I thought he made an excellent decision to actually do so. If that had been complete, that would have been one for the highlight reel.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. He will push his way down to about the 14. The Bengals on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Again, he'll drop to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's right. Already down 2 scores. They're going to go for this rather than settle for 3. They'll run for it. It's Taylor. And boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain. Zach Taylor's made the decision. He's going to go ahead and throw out the red challenge flag. So not successful there on the challenge, and he'll have to be careful from here on out because he'll only have 1 challenge remaining. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And some space here. And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run blocking abilities, and we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you... All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Bengals are going to take possession of the football. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Looking for Wright, and he finds him. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Rookie to rookie on the hookup there, and it's a first down. Oh, how about this on first and goal? And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Another shot from the 9 on second and goal. Forced out to his left. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is third and goal. They'll set up a throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And we'll see how much they want to push things, leading already here 10-3. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. He's going to try and go deep again. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way home for a Broncos score. A big play there. His second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Broncos will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Crew able to connect on the extra point. And the lead is now 17-3. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Well, you don't see that often. He just mishit it, and it goes out of bounds.
Well, I know sitting up here, and I'm looking at you, and you're looking at me, and I know we're both thinking the same thing. Isn't it easy enough to keep it between the sidelines? Because unless you're intentionally doing it for some reason, well, that's a costly mishit, and now you put your team in a bad spot.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. They'll run here with Taylor. And he bulls his way into the end zone for a Bengal touchdown. Jonathan Taylor as the first half is winding down. And the Bengals are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Extra point splits the uprights. And that slices the lead down to 17-10. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And the mile-high air in full effect as that's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And with a 7-point lead, they'll likely look to take this to the locker room and not really press the issue. He'll rifle this one deep right side. He's got a man complete. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Watson. He finds his tight end, Gentry. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a second defender. But the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
Doesn't look to be any confusion here as they come up now on a 2nd and 6 following the delay of game. The final shot before the break, Watson. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
The Bengals with work to do in this 3rd quarter, but they'll get the football first as we are back underway.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Now, they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
Steps away to his left. His throw incomplete.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
They'll send a receiver in motion left. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. He sets to fire deep. And it's intercepted. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble.
And the Bengals are going to get it back here just past the 35.
Well, do you want to unpack that one, or do you want me to?
You're the boss.
We get the interception, then really he's just too loose with the football on the return, and he coughs it right back up the other way.
I've seen this happen in an NFL game, and boy, did it cost someone. San Francisco at Atlanta a few seasons ago. Atlanta throws the interception. San Francisco runs it back. Game is salted away. Fumbles on the return. Atlanta gets it back. Drives down, kicks the game-winning field goal.
How about that? And a crazy situation we just saw there. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Now they'll throw here, out of the gun.
Got a man, it's Waddle, complete.
Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. It's a gain of 26 as they pick up the first down in the process. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Trying to lay one up deep. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. A great play there. 33 yards.
And the Bengals are an extra point away from evening this one up.
The extra point up and good. And that will level the playing field at 17 all. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. This will be fielded inside the 5. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. And they'll send the tight end in motion left. On 2nd down, here's Barkley. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he's brought down short. 2 yards there, needed 4. They'll run for it with Barkley. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down.
We're all still valiantly searching for the so-called book, right, that tells us what to do in every situation. Everyone kind of knows what it says, but it's never really been written down anywhere. He violated every code on that one, didn't he? Deciding to go for it right there.
Oh, yeah. Your side of the field, this stage of the game, you're supposed to punt the football. He said, who cares? I'm going to light the book on fire.
Yeah, analytics, everyone else, be warned. He's coming for you.
A handoff. Barkley running left. And they'll be stopped right at the 30. On a play that started back at the 15, they pick up 15.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the 2nd half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. Open man is Raymond. He's got it. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Watson. This one goes out wide for Barkley. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Now we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. From 10 yards out. And the Broncos have moved out in front. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Looking sideline, incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
This is where the Mile High Air really always starts to affect an opposing offense. Guys moving a bit slowly here. It's 3rd and long. That's complete. It's Elijah Moore. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A nice pickup of 23 on the 3rd down conversion. Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And he's going to take this one down inside the 45. On 2nd down, it's Taylor. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted 3 times in 8 chances. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. Disaster there, resulting in a loss of 7 on 3rd down.
Let me get a little nautical with you, partner, because to me, that looked like a feeding frenzy of sharks out there. As soon as that play imploded, they all smelled blood in the water. Everyone screaming downhill, trying to get in on the hit for a big loss.
Moore, the man in motion. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Flush to his right. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with a football. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And this defense will take over right at midfield. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. Running left, it's Barkley. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now we'll play fake, and it's Watson. And he'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. They will indeed snap it to Watson. He's got Mason complete. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. Here's a give to Barkley. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Well, that's certainly going to bump up the old win probability index because now it's a 2-score game here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, you're taking me into that deep water now. Win probability index. This game's definitely not over. We're not looking at a 0.5% or something. It's just 2 scores. But the way that this team is playing, to me, what I've seen, they absolutely deserve to win this game. They've been the better team by far throughout.
The touchdown. Here's Koo to kick off. This one fielded at the 5. The Bengals drive about to get going. And a drive that stalled out last time. Went for it on fourth, didn't get it. How does that translate here? I would imagine momentum's with the defense.
Definitely with the defense, because anytime anyone goes for it on fourth down, that's telling you as a defense that you can't stop us. We don't think that you can. And when you actually do, that may put a little dent.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. It's picked up by the Broncos. The 20. And this is going to be brought back for a Denver touchdown. The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that. That's what they've done all game long.
Koo able to connect on the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This one fielded at the 5. Now a hit and a loose football. It's picked up by the Broncos. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. So problems compounding themselves here on the return. They just give up the touchdown, and now they lose the football.
Yeah, partner, things are starting to unravel a little bit for them right in front of our eyes. They're going to be looking for some answers, and quickly.
On 1st and 10, Watson. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy, because that gives them all a chance to pad their step.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Deshaun Watson, 4 touchdown passes now in the ballgame. And the Broncos are going to be moving to 4-0 as they extend their lead. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. From the 6. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time.
Picked off by Kobe Bryant. And the Broncos are going to take possession of the football.
Well, let's face it, Brandon, they're down here in the second half. Want to try and make something happen, and if you're the guy with the ball in your hands, you're going to try even harder, because I think all he was trying to do was to get outside the pocket and see if he can find a big play downfield.
After the interception, here's Watson.
This will be caught. Judy. And he will be taken down, but a big play there as it comes just as we reach the 2-minute warning.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. Starting to really smell a 4-0 start right now. You can't ask for a better first quarter of the season than that.
And you're not supposed to look ahead, but guess what?
You're going to?
They have to, because when you get to if you get to 4-0, you're not just thinking playoffs now. You're thinking about, okay, this team has the capabilities of winning a Super Bowl. They could very well be the best team in the NFL at this moment.
I think they played the best. I mean, there have been a few hiccups offensively and defensively, but probably the best team we've seen, right?
And has the ability to get better.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Then his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by DJ Reed.
And the Broncos will take over possession here up at the 44. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
And they'll take a knee as the clock runs under a minute to play. A nickel look now for the Bengals as they try to stop them here on 3rd down. And they take a knee. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. On 4th down, Watson. He'll rifle this one deep right side. He's got a man, complete. And one of the whistles for a timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Koo now for the point after.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Moore, the man in motion. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. He's going to let it fly. This is intercepted.
It's C.J. Henderson picking it off.
Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call. Mark off the 5 and keep it moving.
They give to Taylor out of the gun.
And some room to work.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance.
Whenever I touch down.